Hi, this is Joel Persinger, the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I really deeply appreciate it. Hey, I'm out here on the P2K training range again in El Cajon, California at the P2K Range. And today I've got a gun that is a true joy to shoot. It's a Remington 742. Now this one happens to be chambered in .308 Winchester. I've seen a boatload of these chambered in .30-06, but every once in a while I'll run into one in .308. Either way, terrific rifle, certainly not made anymore. They replaced these some time ago with the Remington 7400, and then, again, they replaced those and so on. That's kind of how it works. But these have kind of a storied history in the sense that they've been active in Hollywood as well as out on the deer trail and other places. I think the first time I ever saw these in a movie was in an old movie that Charlton Heston was in called 2 Minute Warning. And it was about a complete loon who'd gotten a hold of one of these in an extended magazine, went to a football game, and up from a tower started shooting people during the football game. Made me nervous about going to football games for a few years after I saw that. Fortunately, it never happened in real life. But these guns are pretty darn accurate. Good little deer rifles is what they are, or hog rifles or whatever, medium game. But truthfully, in .308 or .30-06, you can hunt just about anything in North America with them. I would say they're pretty accurate. They're not nail drivers by any means. I don't think they're really meant to be because they're relatively short, almost carbine length rifles. They had some problems with them, and primarily with the receiver rails, which are actually part and parcel of the receiver that the action moves back and forth on. And those rails, since they're part of the receiver, are not replaceable. So once they wear out, well, the gun's pretty much worn out. I don't know of anybody that can fix them. And I'm not a gunsmith, and I don't play one on television, so you'd have to talk to a gunsmith about it. I'm a law enforcement and security firearms instructor, but don't claim to be a gunsmith, so you might want to talk to somebody more knowledgeable than I. This particular rifle, I've shot it a little bit, shoots very reliably, and it is very accurate, and it obviously has not been shot a lot. I checked the little cartouches on the side. That's how Remington dates these, is on the side of the barrel, generally on the left side, right in front of the receiver is where you'll find a couple of letters, and you can look them up. This one was built in December of 1973, as best I could determine. And for a rifle that's 40 some odd years old, I mean, it's in beautiful shape. It's been shot a little and it's been carried a little. You can see a scratch on it here or there. But it's probably been used as most deer and hunting rifles are. You know, once a year you go out before hunting season and put a couple of rounds through it to make sure it's still sighted in. And then you go hunting 2 or 3 times, during the year. And each time if you get some game, maybe you fire 1 or 2 shots. Gee, you get a 20-round box of ammo, it's going to last you for 2 or 3 years. So since they don't get a lot of use, they last really well. I have seen people try to turn these into defensive rifles. You can get an aftermarket 10-round magazine because the magazines are detachable. You can see this one, you got the little tab here. If you push it and rock it forward, the magazine does come out. It's a 5-round magazine, and then you just load it up, snap it back in again. So you can get an aftermarket 10-round mag for it. I don't know how well they run. But the problem is the rifle just wasn't built for that kind of usage. And so if you run that kind of high round count through it, like you would an AR-15 or something like that, you're just going to wear the gun out, and it's not going to shoot very well. So it's just not built to be what some folks want it to be. But as a hunting rifle, if you get your hands on a nice one, hey, you've got yourself a great little hunting rifle, and it'll just last generations if you use it for what it's designed to be. As you know, if you watch my channel, I'm one of those guys that does not expect guns to be what they aren't meant to be. This one's meant to be a hunting rifle to be used occasionally for that purpose. And for that, it's awesome. Anyway, let me get it out on the range. We'll shoot it a little bit, and I'll be right back. I mean, that's 5 rounds from about 25 yards in pretty quick succession. The sights are awesome, and the gun, it really feels marvelous to shoot. One down. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I've got to just tell you, this thing is a joy to shoot. They're a little heavy, you know, as deer rifles go, a little on the heavy side, but the fact that it's got a little weight to it and it's semi-automatic really sucks up the recoil. This is the softest shooting 308 I think I have shot in memory. It's just really has very little recoil to it, and the recoil it does have is pretty smooth and pretty soft. It doesn't pound you, which is nice because, you know, my daughter, my wife, anybody that's a smaller stature person shooting a gun like this can shoot a 30 caliber rifle, 30-06, 300, well, maybe not 300 Winchester Magnum, but 308, something like that, and hunt just about anything in North America very effectively and not get beat up by their rifle. The issue, though, is that in order to accomplish that and make it shoot a little lighter, it has to be a little heavier rifle, so you're carting it around. But in general, if you were to run into one, I would say snap it up. The one thing I would just advise is that you have a gunsmith look at it, because you want to make sure, first of all, I'd want to shoot it before I bought it, and you might want to have a gunsmith look at it because, as I said, they do have the problem with the receiver rails inside. People can wear them out, and since those rails are part of the receiver, once they're worn out, I don't know that they can be repaired, and I strongly suspect that they can't be. So might be a good idea to have someone knowledgeable look at it. And I'm certainly not the guy, I'm not a gunsmith, so if I buy guns like this, I always have a qualified gunsmith look at them first before I purchase them. And I want to shoot them and make sure that they run well before I buy them. I would suggest that you do that with something like this. Anyway, great gun from back in 1973 for 40-year-old girl. She looks pretty hot. Have a great week. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, and you know what? I almost forgot to say, please like, subscribe. See what happens when you get old, you forget stuff. Click on the subscribe button so you can get notified when new videos come out. We do them every week, and we try to get 2 a week out if we can, if we have time and so on, and we'll keep doing that. And if you get a chance, please join the National Rifle Association if you're not already a member, because you obviously like gun videos. You need to be a member. Right now, the NRA is fighting for our Second Amendment rights, and unless you're hiding and living in a cave, you probably already know they're in danger and under attack constantly. And I'm in California, where we really need help, and if you're in Connecticut or New Jersey or a state like that, you really need help too. So please join the National Rifle Association. There's a link right here for you to do that. If for some reason you don't see that link because you're on your phone or tablet or television or something, that's okay. Just go down to the description of the video. I put the link there for you as well. Thank you very much for watching my channel. I'm super grateful that you do. Have a wonderful week and stay safe.